Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Four Corners Podcast. I am Scott.
I'm Steven.
I'm Colin.
I'm Zach.
And due to Colin's lack of confidence in me earlier, I thought I could prove him wrong.
It wasn't a lack of confidence.
Still a little off.
I was intending on you fucking up.
Well, guys, we got a really special podcast for you today, but before we get into that, I do want to give a couple shout-outs. First to Velacards, Tony Vela, good friend of mine. He's been mentioned on the podcast many times. For any of the viewers out there, I know that play Super Show and or Raw Deal, you can find cards for that game on his website at velacards.com. Also, I do want to send a reminder out that on the June 10th episode of the podcast, we will have Steve Resk, the CEO and founder of Super Show, on to join us. Plus, in October 27th, again, we will be at Heroes and Legends 11 event. As more news continues to come out for that, we get more and more excited. Jason is putting just a tremendous amount of work each and every week into this to make this a superb show that will be enjoyed by everybody, and we are completely ecstatic to be able to go to this. So if you haven't liked them on Facebook, go and give them a like and follow on Facebook and Twitter. It's at Heroes and Legends Wrestling, and I believe the handle for that's also the same for Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah.
But with that out of the way, Colin, do you want to give a prelude to what we're going to be doing today? And actually, another episode later, because this is kind of a two-parter.
Yeah. So we decided, since obviously from the last podcast we discussed our kind of dislike for the product that WWE is putting out right now. So we thought, you know what would happen if one of us bought the company? Obviously, it's not for sale or anything. We're not breaking any sort of weird news, but
Well, they did sell SmackDown to Fox for a cool $1.2 billion or something like that.
and it's a brilliant move because that's going to be on regular TV.
It's going to be more aimed towards the XFL.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I think I talked about this with Steven.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at what Fox primarily promotes, it is sports.
Yeah.
NFL has a pretty big following on there, so Vince, being the creative genius that he can be at times, sneaks in there and gets WWE, gets people familiar with the audience, and I'm sure once it gets closer to time, he's going to start pumping out stuff for the XFL.
Right.
Another smart move on Vince's end when it comes to doing business.
Yeah.
And you don't see those very often, unfortunately, in the product that he's running for WWE,
Yeah.
which is why we're going to have this episode of the podcast.
Yeah. So, me and Zach were going to go over what we would do if we bought the company. And then Yin Yang, actually, technically, you will judge it. Are you going to really judge Brandon right now? You piece of shit. Really? I'm in pain. Fuck
I
you.
do have a question before we get started.
No.
Go ahead. That's what
So how is the gradient still going to work after we do this?
What do you mean?
That, I think, how are we going to judge this?
Yeah,
how
how
are
we-
Steven and I going to judge you two on your...
Well, like, when I go, you three will judge, and then when he goes, us three will judge. That way we have three.
Well, and then on a
Different
later
things.
episode, him and I are going to
Yeah.
do this as
Yeah.
well.
And we're not doing this as if we're on the same, joint
are you-
ownership.
No. It's going to be as if I am the owner and I have full control of who's
Everything.
if there's a
Okay,
commissioner,
so-
GM, etc.
And he's doing the same thing, only you guys really just aren't together.
Yeah,
No,
we're
no,
not
no,
together.
no.
It's, just,
Okay.
it's
This
completely
is-
separate.
Everything is what I chose. Also, by the way, I'm burned like a motherfucker. People can't tell. So I went
Don't
to
go to Indianapolis during
Oh,
the
God.
Indy 500 and be as pale as Colin and come back looking like a lobster.
Yeah, I went to the Indy 500 and sat in the 90-some degree sun all fucking day, and I'm quite burnt, and I'm in a lot of pain. So, luckily it's just my arm, so it's not that big a deal.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah,
You got a company to run for like the next half hour.
So, I went, and this took me about 3 weeks to actually go through all the shit and actually write it all out. And then, since I have a lot of free time at work, because I work by myself most of the time, I was thinking of cool storylines and cool, like, things I'd like to see. So, without further ado, I guess I'll get into what I've got. Oh, look, it's so pretty. I've got it color-coded.
I have an idea how this is going to go.
As do I.
Me too.
I don't think we're going to be wrong either, buddy.
Alright, so,
Creativity 0.
how
I'm just-
fucking dare you?
We'll hear
I
about
was only
But-
kidding.
We'll
Okay,
just hear about
so
There you are.
the So I would come out on the first day of Raw after I owned it.
Phrasing.
Yeah, I know phrasing. Thank you. But I would open the show, talk about how I'm now the new owner. The McMahons are technically gone. They're not really gone. They're just in the back, but they're no longer going to be prevalent on the show because people
Clearly fantasy world, so yes.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. They're all going to do creative stuff in the back. So with that, there's going to be a new commissioner because Stephanie will not be the commissioner anymore. So my commissioner, because I think it would be fun to have this, the GM stays the same. Kurt Angle would stay the same as GM. But my commissioner will be Big Man Zach.
Really?
Yes, you'll be the commissioner because you've complained a lot about the style of what they're doing with wrestling. I think you could bring some interest into it. I mean, obviously, we'll all creatively work together, but I think it'd be fun.
So,
hold on, time out. No, you can ask questions, I guess, technically.
if
It gets
we're involved,
yes, with my idea. You guys can do your own fucking
But
thing.
when did you sign your contract?
I didn't sign a
I
fucking
didn't sign
contract.
diddly shit.
Trust me, it's fine. I got this. Anyway,
All
so we'll go through
We're
Raw.
fucked.
Shut up. So.
I agree.
Hey,
There'll be a.
you.
They don't have any faith in you, buddy.
I know.
No, it's him I'm worried about because all you're doing is taking orders from him.
That's true.
Not really. I let you kind of do what you wanted.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus,
We're
you
still
would still have the McMahons to kind of help because they're still in creative.
Right,
They just won't
okay,
be on the
okay,
show.
all right.
See, I still leave people involved that know what the fuck they're doing.
We're
Anyway.
still fucked.
Anyway, so
We're still fucked.
the title belts on Raw will
Okay.
be the U.S. title, the IC title, Raw Tag Team titles, Raw Women's titles, and the Raw Women's Tag Team titles. I'm gonna add the tag team titles too.
Okay.
The other thing I'm going to do is
Never mind.
I'm going to shrink it to 2 hours. I think Raw goes way too long. I think 3 hours is actually way too long.
So your first, we'll get
I know.
Yes.
So you're opening up with Zach's the commissioner of SmackDown.
Yep. Okay. How
I'm
much
not-
do you
I'm
really
re-
think commissioners actually do? It's all creative and backstage stuff, and they just come out. And
I'm
talk.
just recapping what you've told me.
Right. Okay, I'm just making sure. I think you're trying to insult me, but you're just doing it.
Passively
No.
aggressively, yes.
Passively aggressively.
So,
All right.
you're going to make Zach, who's never wrestled or been in affiliate with WWE, the commissioner. That's fine. That's bold. That's bold.
He also
Then
has
you're
Kurt
gonna-
Angle.
Then you're going to shrink Raw to 2 hours.
Right.
Okay.
Kurt Angle's still.
I'm just making sure I'm caught up with everything you're saying. So
Yes.
I can
All right.
grade you appropriately.
Yes. Okay. So I've also wrote down all the wrestlers you're gonna have on Raw.
Okay. Oh, you mean SmackDown?
No, you're on Raw.
I thought Kurt was sitting on Raw and I was going to SmackDown.
There's
No,
as
no,
much
no.
organization in this as there is in the real WWE.
No, there's plenty of organization. It's freaking color coded. It's organized.
Okay.
Well, that's great, but us
Yes.
following the timeline is just off the wall.
No, see, he's the commissioner on Raw with Kurt Angle, who's the general manager.
I got you.
Okay, everybody caught up
So
now?
what
Okay.
you're saying
Yes.
is Kurt Angle is Stephanie's role and he
No,
is
no,
Kurt
no.
Angle's role.
No, he's Stephanie's role. Stephanie's commissioner right now. He would take over Stephanie's role because I don't want the McMahons on the actual.
Okay.
Okay, then who's your GM? Angle?
Kurt Angle's
Oh,
GM,
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm basically Kurt's
okay.
boss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
technically. Okay, so you'll have on your roster for the men's, you'll have the Slobbers of Pain,
Right.
Baron Corbin,
Authors
big.
of Pain.
I know you call him Slobbers of Pain.
Oh,
Baron.
I know, dude.
Baron Corbin, Big Show, Bo Dallas, Bobby Lashley, Bray Wyatt, Chad Gable, Kurt Hawkins, Curtis Axel, Dash Wilder, Elias, Fandango, Finn Balor, Connor, so you'll have the Matt Hardy,
Okay.
Mike Kanellis, Zack Ryder, Scott Dawson, Tyler Breeze, Harper and Rowan. They're going to Raw.
Bludgeon Brothers.
Yep, because they're going to be with
Right.
Bray. Yep. Brock Lesnar, Sin Cara, Ty Dillinger, Shelton Benjamin, Big Cass, and you will also get John Cena.
Okay.
Yes. And your women, the women for you are Alicia Fox, Bailey, Liv Morgan, Natalia, Ronda Rousey, Ruby Riott. You're welcome.
Hey.
Nikki Bella, even though she really doesn't wrestle, but she's still listed as a wrestler. Dakota Kai. That's right, I went into NXT.
Thank you.
I actually took every single woman from NXT and moved them up to the top show because there's more to this.
Let me guess. Nikki Cross is on there too.
Yes, she is.
Surprise, surprise.
And then Shannon Baszler, Candice LeRae, Lacey Evans, and Tanara Conti. I don't even know who the fuck this is.
I know who that is.
Okay. So, I'll also announce on the show that because Raw is going to 2 hours, that I'm going to make a third show, and this will make sense in a minute, and somebody will be very happy when I get done with this. I will not
Trying to bribe the damn judge.
I will
like
not.
it.
I will not name the show yet, but I will announce that there is going to be a third show that will start appearing on Wednesday night, and that SmackDown will be moved to Thursday night to give it a little bit of time between Raw and all that. I was going to move it to Friday night, but then there's shit that happens on Friday night, and it's a pain in the ass. So, all right. So then we'll move on to
We're also
Thursday.
competing with Thursday Night Football.
That's true, but
That's
Thursday night
true.
football kind of sucks. Anyway,
That's true.
so Thursday night we have a new commissioner again. The new commissioner is Steven. I told you, this gets really good. I have a new general manager. It's not going to be Paige anymore. I love Paige, but she's got a new role. Your new general manager is Shawn Michaels.
Done!
You get to work with Shawn Michaels, buddy.
Done!
And you will have pretty much everything that's on SmackDown now. The WWE title, notice, WWE title. Not the WWE World Heavyweight title, just the WWE title. And it will be blue because something will make sense here when I mention the third show. The U.S. title, SmackDown Tag Team title, SmackDown Women's title, SmackDown Women's Tag titles.
Wait, I thought you said the U.S. title was on Raw.
No,
Wait.
the Intercontinental title is on Raw.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got the U.S. title.
That's fine.
Now, I put these three people as part of your roster because I didn't want to put them as part of the other roster because somebody will fuck with them. So, you have, for your roster, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. It's okay, because Roman Reigns is getting turned heel, because if they're going to boo him, they're going to give a good reason for them to fucking boo him.
Do I have to
At least
have him on the
at
show?
least I'm doing something with Roman Reigns.
Do I
could
have
fired
to have him on the show?
Seth Rollins is good. You can Roman Seth
I said
Rollins.
Roman. I said Roman. Do I have to have Roman on the show?
Not really.
Can I make him Seth Butler?
Sure.
Works,
I don't
right?
give a fuck.
Maybe.
Do whatever you want. You will also have AJ Styles, because there was no way I was sending AJ Styles anywhere.
So wait, I get to work with Styles and Shawn Michaels?
You're welcome, buddy.
Dilly.
Oh, it gets better, my
You thought you only got one Make-A-Wish.
You're going to get quite a few. Because I hired a few people. They just didn't come to Raw because he got a large chunk of good players.
So wait, are you assigning us this, and then we have to run this based off of what you set us up with?
Pretty much.
So that
I mean, you'll have the creative. You'll have the creative team to also work with.
Let me.
We get
I'm gonna
fired
go
Kevin
ahead
Dunn?
and.
I mean, let's be real.
Wait, hang on. Does that mean I can fire Kevin Dunn?
We're all gonna fire him.
No. I am making Kevin Dunn specifically work only with Becky Lynch's promos, and that's all he gets to do. He has to listen to all of Becky Lynch's promos while I laugh behind him. Because fuck you, Kevin Dunn.
Continue.
Anyway, so you will also have Alexander Wolf. I think they're with shit. What's that group? Nikki Cross was with them.
Sanity.
Sanity. Yeah, thank you. Andre Cien Almas.
Andrade Cien Almas.
Yep. You also
Right.
get, of course, obviously.
It's a package deal.
Package deal.
I want to make sure.
She's not listed because she's not an actual wrestler. She's just there.
Ballet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the big one. This is somebody I'm going to sign, and he's going to SmackDown. Kenny Omega.
That.
You get Kenny Omega.
Damn.
You also get Big E, Cesaro, Chris Jericho, even though he doesn't really wrestle. Daniel Bryan. You're also going to get Okada.
Okay, so
Hold on, you get really good ones too.
Steven wins.
So you get really good ones.
I get
Styles,
Styles.
Okada, Kenny
You got the main
Omega.
show though. That's the
Oh,
point.
that's true. Okay.
Did you blow him for this roster?
I did this shit.
At no point did I message anybody about this. This is all in my head. Okay. Eric Young, Jeff Hardy, The Usos, Carl Anderson, Killian Dane, Kofi Kingston, Luke Gallows, The Miz, Sheamus, R-Truth, Osiris. I'm hiring Osiris.
Congo Kong.
Congo Kong. Yeah.
Same person to me.
Yeah, but I'm going to change his name back to Osiris because we can do whatever we want. Nakamura, Xavier
What
Woods,
the
and
fuck?
you'll also get The Undertaker. That's part of it.
Zach, we're going out of business.
No shit.
Oh, it gets better. You'll also have as the women wrestlers Ember Moon, Sasha Banks, Asuka, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Lana, Mandy Rose, Naomi.
the
You get Naomi. Sorry, buddy. Sonya Deville, Kairi Sane, Nikki Cross, and Vanessa Bourne. Now, there's an important thing here because Paige is now going to be a manager for a new team I'm making.
Okay.
Becky Lynch and Nikki Cross.
I can go with that.
I can get behind that.
Yeah,
I can work
they're
with
going to
that.
go for tag team titles.
The
'Cause-
women's tag team title.
Well, they're going to have them.
Gotcha.
That way I can make sure that my buddy
Kevin Dunn. Oh, Bucky Beater.
Oh, Kevin Dunn can discuss all the promos. And one of them is going to win the women's title at some point. You can actually, it could be either one because I love both of them. All right, so on SmackDown, I'm going to also announce that the name of the new show. The new show on Wednesday night will be Wednesday Nitro.
I'm happy.
Now, all three...
Wait, what's my roster look like?
Yeah, because you'll be the commissioner, but I'll tell you who your general manager is in a second. All three will have their own specific pay-per-views. They'll have like combined ones for most of them, but everybody will have one special one. Like he will have the Elimination Chamber. Nitro will get Halloween Havoc.
Oh, we win.
Because I was going to have it be War Games, but I like NXT having War Games.
Oh, what the shit!
But I like Halloween Havoc. So I decided to keep NXT. I decided to give NXT War Games, and then you get.
I won't have enough wrestlers because you have them all.
And then you get. Sorry. You get Extreme Rules. It's not a great one, but it's okay. Can I tell them so?
Why not? You got all the other good workers.
No, that's where your drawback is. You don't get as good a pay-per-view. Okay, you're welcome, buddy. All right.
Now, wait. At the Big Four, do we share them?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Actually, you're going to share most of the other pay-per-views. Just you all three get one specific pay-per-view to showcase your team or your talent. And the Night of Champions will all be triple threat matches now because there'll be 3 champions, and it'll all of them will show up. You won't do all the titles, but all the main titles.
Okay.
Fair enough.
It'll be triple threat. So you'll have people like AJ Styles.
Onto my roster.
Yeah. So
Damn, impatient.
Scott,
Really, Mister, I'm stacked with every damn great wrestler that's currently wrestling today.
WCW people, probably.
Okay.
The ones that aren't dead?
So
Were you gonna dig up Macho Man's femur for me to put in a match with Eddie?
He'd probably wrestle better than some people.
I mean, it'd be a better match than anything Roman's done in the last 20 years.
Oh, by the way, there's also going to be a special triple threat match at Clash of Champions or whatever one I want to do. We're going to train Zach how to wrestle, and the 3 of you are going to wrestle.
Oh, no, we're
fucked.
not. Scratch that.
I'm fucked.
I am the owner. You will do as I say.
Jeez, it is Vince.
I'm
Next.
going to put Zach
Let's
over.
get to the roster.
Okay. You want to know who your general manager is?
I can only hope.
It's Sting.
That's all I need. You guys are done. Won't book magic.
I decided that if we're going to return Nitro back, we might as well have somebody who is in WCW. You will have the World Heavyweight title, the TV title. I thought that'd be interesting.
There was a TV title.
Yep. World Tag Team titles, Nitro Women's titles, Nitro Women's. Yeah, you got it. It starts off kind of iffy.
Hang on.
I want the Cruiserweight title.
You can have it. It's on Wednesday night. Why not?
Done.
Got it. Okay. So
Fuck you.
It starts off a little rough, but there's some good ones in there. So
Fuck you.
you get.
Get to my roster, baby. What do I got?
You start off with Apollo Crews. It's not terrible. Hold on, it gets better. You have.
Woo! God, I'll be
What?
selling tickets.
Relax. You also have Bobby Roode,
I like.
Braun Strowman,
Keep going.
Dolph Ziggler. You can guess where this is going next. Drew McIntyre.
Woo! Heart fluttered.
You also have Goldust. I'm sorry, you had to have somebody.
No, I can make all this work. Great wrestler.
Heath Slater, Jason Jordan, Jinder Mahal. You have to have some heels. Kane. You get Kane. Kevin Owens. Mojo Rawley. I know you just love Mojo Rawley. No Way Jose. Rhino. Titus O'Neil. Victor.
Why do I get a lot of scrubs?
Hold on. It gets better. You get Sami Zayn, Aiden English, which you guess if you have Aiden English.
I get Rusev Day.
You get the Colognes, Rusev, Samir Singh, Cody Rhodes. You get Cody Rhodes. I'm also going to hire Brian Pillman Jr.
I'm gonna make you big, Brian. Make you proud, baby.
You're also going to get Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, and I'm hiring a special person, but I'll tell you after I release what the women's are. So you get Alexa Bliss, Dana Brooke, Mickie James, Nia Jax, Sarah Logan, you're welcome. Billie Kay, Carmella, Peyton Royce, again, you're welcome. Tamina, Aliyah, Bianca Belair. Now, there's going to be a segment at the beginning of Nitro where you introduce yourself and Sting comes out, and we're going to introduce your main event guy, because Cult of Personality is going to play and CM Punk is going to walk out, and he's going to walk out with his boo, AJ Lee, because she's back too. because I'm intelligent and
I
I know
actually
how
have
to.
a shot now.
I'm intelligent and I know how to pick.
Sorry,
my
Zach.
I have to
Yeah, I'm
admit,
fucked.
I'm actually very impressed with how this got divvied up. Because at first I thought your thumb was on the scale for Steven's team.
I decided to be fair. I figured he wouldn't get as solid as roster, no offense, but he gets the main show. And he gets some solid.
That's gonna get turned around.
He gets some
quickly.
solid. Well, he's got.
I know,
Some,
everybody's been watching on Wednesday.
well, he's got some solid players. He's got some pretty good ones. You've got some good ones, and you're on the new show, so I need to put some big names on the new show so they'll watch the new show.
Makes sense.
I have a question.
And you get Shawn Michaels. That's your Make-A-Wish, and AJ Styles. You get to.
Exactly. I'm okay with that.
That's
Actually,
Shinsuke, you fucker.
I forgot to write one in because I just realized I forgot somebody.
Lana.
No, Lana's.
Bruce is with Lana.
Lana's automatically there.
Lana's already on there.
I just realized I wanted something interesting, and I forgot to put it on there. But I'm gonna put it on there in my head.
So now.
Adam Cole is going to SmackDown as well.
Baby!
What the fuck is this?
Adam Cole, baby!
I just got fucked. I really just got fucked.
Time. Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan. Adam Cole and
AJ Styles.
Shinsuke. And Adam Cole and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Fuck this! You know what? No. I have a better idea to do this. Why don't we each draft?
That's going to be the start. We'll draft later, but that's going to be what you're starting
Do that
out
on a different podcast.
Well, yeah, I bet you do when you get that roster.
This is assuming I'm going to take it over next week, and we just did the
I
shake-up.
fucking win!
Well, we just did the shake-up, so now we're going to do the draft.
Well,
later.
actually,
There's only
hang
so
on,
many
hang on,
times I can have
wait,
Cody
wait,
fight CM Punk.
Wait.
You had Braun
Wait,
Strowman
hang on, wait,
and
hang
Kevin
on.
Owens.
Hang on, he would actually give me a run, no offense, Zach. Because he would have the Cruiserweight title and he would get New Japan talent.
Probably.
Do I get to pick my cruiserweight division?
Yeah, because I don't give a fuck about the cruiserweights. You can have whoever we want.
Really, says you?
Yeah, that's why I was
I run the
concerned.
company. I'll hire whoever the fuck I want as long as it makes me money, aka S money.
My God, it is like talking to Vince.
You're welcome, buddy.
So,
I'm here.
Can I make like some?
Sure. As the owner, I'll listen to my commissioners.
Did anybody get Chris Jericho?
I did.
Of course you fucking. Why? Never mind. I'm sorry. It was a big name. I should automatically.
Well, he's on the same show with Omega. We're gonna have.
Oh, wait a
Omega.
minute, he gave me everybody!
You
Wait,
can-
hang on, where does... I have a question, because you did not add these in there, okay?
Okay.
Where does Roderick Strong go?
Roderick Strong is on. I think Raw.
Okay.
I think he's on. You have plenty of fucking people.
Well, I'm naming people. Actually, I have two questions.
Actually, I
Fuck.
don't have Roderick Strong, so you two can fight for him.
I have the cruiserweight division. I have a place to push him.
You get Roderick Strong. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm there for you.
Fuck you.
You have the cruiserweight division.
Hang on.
You're fine. You
I have
got
the cruiserweights to put in the division.
You
have
got
Ricochet.
Yeah, you get Ricochet.
Who's he gonna wrestle?
Velveteen
Everybody.
Dream.
Velveteen Dream. I'll give you
Is
Velveteen
he a
Dream.
cruiserweight? I don't think he's. qualified.
He's
under
too heavy.
225.
He's heavier than
It's
that.
205.
Oh, is it
It's
205?
205 light, genius.
No, it's 215 light. So now we're gonna change the name.
Okay, so there's that. Where does Undisputed Era go? Minus Adam Cole.
Who won?
You had enough. No, he is out of any acquisitions.
You
just gave him Roderick Strong.
What's wrong? You're so petty. Like you
I'm petty.
You didn't get CM Punk. He
Petty.
gets CM Punk. You know
Who's
what?
he gonna wrestle?
Everybody. He's got Bobby Roode. He's got Drew McIntyre.
I
You know-
got.
I mean, he'll.
Hang on, wait.
He'll face AJ Styles at the Triple Threat match at Clash of Champions.
And when we have to close our doors in a month because Steven's put us out of business,
I have another question.
You have Steve.
this is horse shit.
I have another question.
Wait, drawing power. He's so pissy. Like,
He can't even wrestle anymore because this dipshit killed him.
I love this.
Wait, hang on. I have another question. Another question.
Go ahead.
Who? I'm asking as a realization. But who gets EC3?
Me. I get EC3. Put
Fuck
your
you.
fucking hand down.
Fuck you.
You get
Fuck
nothing.
you.
Can't breathe.
You put your fucking hand down.
Okay, Cruiser.
I have another
Is he a
question.
cruiserweight?
He is now. If he gets him on the show,
hang
he's
on,
mine.
hang on. There's people that aren't booked.
Yeah,
Where
because
does-
I don't have.
hang on.
I don't have some people.
I demand I get one person. One.
No.
One.
No.
One.
You know who you get? Gilbert. Enjoy.
I give over.
Ooh.
One.
Triple
Hang
threat match with Goldberg, him, and what's his face?
Eugene?
No, not Eugene. Was with Carmella at one point.
Oh, Jay.
Ellsworth.
Ellsworth. That'd be the greatest.
I got one more.
Got it right here.
Can I get one more?
I'm not saying you're gonna get one, but who's the name?
Cassius Ono? Because I have Cesaro.
Why not, Steven?
And I can bring the keys of wrestling to life!
I'm giving him to Zach. You got Shawn Michaels. Your Make-A-Wish was glorious.
That's true.
You pretty much won for the moment. Don't worry, there'll be a draft later.
Lars Sullivan?
You fucking take Lars Sullivan.
Yeah,
No,
you
I'm just
take
asking, like, in general.
You know,
Because there was people that you didn't include in there. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, I didn't pick up a lot of NXT people because I already had a pretty full roster.
so now that you've completely fucked Zach and I,
You got plenty of people. And Sting. And
He's got Kurt Angle.
No Hey Jose. And Kevin Owens. And Drew McIntyre. And
Okay.
Braun Strowman. And
Hold on.
Bobby Roode. And Randy Orton. And Samoa Joe. You can do
What are
wonders
you
with-
bitching about?
You can do wonders.
Did you hear
and
that?
CM Punk. And CM Punk.
And AJ Lee.
And AJ Lee, and Cody Rhodes, and you can do wonders with Brian Pillman. We know that man is a genius. So I don't know if I can hear shit from you. I'm sorry, but you have the main show, so I had to.
It's not going to be the main show for very long.
It'll be the main show all the
No
way up until
offense.
the draft, and then you guys.
No
Wait, so
offense,
how's this draft gonna work?
You pick one at a time like a normal WWE draft.
Well, how are we supposed to have a draft when you've already given us the roster?
Not until the year after. We're gonna do some
Oh, so we're going to redraft?
after. Yeah, this is just my main point, and we're saying that I just bought the company today,
Of
and this
course.
is what the roster will be like
And you stacked
for
it
Monday
for
Night
me.
Raw. You're welcome.
I know, I got it.
You're welcome. And then you two geniuses can wrestle or decide what you want.
We're gonna team up to put him out of business.
You're welcome.
Because we're going to have to.
It's not like you guys are. You're,
Well, I'm
we're all
gonna
in
look at my
business.
roster real quick. You
It's
guys
right
keep
there.
talking.
It's all right there. It's all color coded. But anyway,
I
I
was
originally had
just-
Paige
okay.
as the general manager.
I was just asking for people who hadn't been drafted. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, there's some people.
I wasn't like claiming them for
Well,
myself,
well, yeah,
except
'cause
for one.
there will be a draft after WrestleMania. There'll be a draft after WrestleMania, and we'll pull up some new NXT people. But I had to make sure Nikki Cross was on there because
No,
it
that's
was a shame
fine.
that she wasn't on.
But I mean, if I could, I mean,
And once we get the-
nice too.
He's getting
But-
Ricochet. He's
I
getting
know.
Ricochet because he has the cruiserweights.
know.
And he can do whatever the fuck he wants with the cruiserweights. He is so greedy.
I know, right?
You already got plenty. You got Omega
When-
and Okada.
No,
and-
that was me.
I know, but I'm saying you're greedy.
When do I get to do my version of this?
Whenever you want, like next month or next week, or I don't care. Whenever you feel like you can do it. We can't do it next week. I think we have something next week.
No.
No, we have.
Oh,
Well,
no,
we
that's
have to
right.
sit down with KJ.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I'll be promoting that.
Yeah.
Momentarily.
Yeah. So. Oh, the Celtics game started. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Celtics are winning by 8. You're welcome.
Just keep it going.
Keep going.
So anyway, that is mine. There's some really good matches you could.
There are
find
some
there.
stacked
Shut up,
rosters.
on all
I was
shows.
agreeing on my side.
What the fuck are you smoking?
You have plenty. You got a good tag team division, by the way.
Oh yeah, good tag team division. I don't have a fucking.
You got Bobby
Players.
Lashley. You get Bobby Lashley versus
You got Lesnar.
Bobby
No,
Lashley.
I don't.
Well, yeah.
Yes, you do.
Who got Lesnar?
You did.
If you would have said him.
I would have been done.
No,
And he got Cena.
he got Cena and Lesnar.
I got Roman.
We've seen that happen before. John Cena got his shit rocked, man.
I'm not saying that.
Why did you give him all the over the hill people?
He got Undertaker. He's got an overhill person too.
Half
I
of
can,
my roster's
wait,
over the hill.
wait. I can have AJ Styles against The Undertaker? Done.
Yeah, he won't put him over.
I don't give a fuck.
He won't wrestle him. There's not enough money in that.
I don't give a fuck.
Somebody's salty. It's too bad we can't have a general manager battle. Kurt Angle versus Sting versus Shawn Michaels. That'd be a hell of a match.
I wonder why that can't happen.
Well, mainly because Shawn Michaels is retired.
For those of you who can't see, this is a Seth Rollins shirt.
Yeah.
Not going to mention why. But anyway.
Seth Rollins would be your main guy.
Hey.
He got Seth Rollins. I got to put Seth Rollins on your team.
That
But I didn't
would
want
have
to
been
because
funnier.
because I didn't want to because I think Seth Rollins is a quality talent and I didn't want him fucking it up.
You should have put Dean
Oh,
Ambrose.
you're
Wait, hang on.
No, I want Dean Ambrose as a quality talent and I want him to be treated right. Of course, he's going to be mid card because you got so many fucking
Yes.
Star players. You also got Roman Reigns. He's not saddled with Roman Reigns.
You don't think that the better way to...
I'm going to make you put Roman Reigns over all the time just to piss off fans. No, I'm just kidding.
I think that the better way to have done this is to pick two of us and then...
You mean three of us?
No,
Because
no.
there's 3 shows.
No,
all the shows.
The two of you
also
versus Steven and I.
Yeah.
And we each draft...
We should do that on another podcast.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, like, another podcast, like...
Or we could just do everybody drafts because him and I aren't going to necessarily agree with who we want, and you two aren't necessarily going to agree with.
But we know what's business.
Okay, it may not be a good idea.
Okay, no.
Exactly.
Hold on, time out.
Jackass.
What if we take, like, you and Colin and then me and Steven? Or I either go...
Okay, how about this? We'll keep doing... This is fun. I like this. It's fun to yell at Steven.
Also, I'm fucking.
Why am I getting yelled at?
Well, it's not really your fault. It's Roger Goodell over here that stacked the deck.
You know what? For that, you lose CM Punk, Brian Pillman, Cody Rhodes. I'm sending them all to SmackDown. Fuck you.
What I was
Just
going,
kidding,
what I
I'm
was-
sending them
what I was going to say
We'll
is you and I take SmackDown.
Okay.
Steven and Colin take Raw.
mean
I'm
Steven
calling.
and Zach?
I'm sorry, Steven and Zach take Raw.
I'm listening. I'm just looking at you quizzically.
We'll do one episode where it would be those two.
I like how we're discussing podcast topics on a podcast.
It's breaking the fourth wall like Deadpool does.
Hi.
So on one episode,
Can we continue on this one though?
yeah, we'll hammer this out.
Yeah, this is fun because I want to hear what Zach has to do after you get done.
All right, so what how's the?
I give you an A+
Well, of course you
for
will.
my show.
Solid-
And I will do
Anyway,
my solemn duties to make you proud.
Solid B.
Anyway, so judge it correctly, you dick.
That's a solid B.
He's disrespectful. He's gonna give me an L.
I got some A+ players, but
Yeah, I'll admit there's times where I didn't balance it, and I probably should.
No, really?
You're fine. You'll be fine. Anyway.
Oh, I'll be fine. I'll be
In
great.
fairness, he probably gets one of the biggest return draws of literally anybody, because he gets CM Punk.
Man, fucking AJ Lee.
Well, they have to be together.
They don't
It's a
have to.
package. Yeah, but I'm gonna put them together.
I agree.
I think that's fair.
Anyway.
Because
I can
people are
work.
gonna lose their shit when they hear CM Punk come out. Obviously, I'm not stupid. I hear the chants.
you did a good job.
Yeah.
I just
Zach,
like,
what did
I
you
just
think?
like fucking with you.
Be honest.
There's some good storylines.
I mean, there are some, but my... Ooh.
Your show got dicked over.
Yeah, we got digged pretty good.
It's okay.
I'm gonna give
It'll
it-
only be for like 10 months, and then we'll do a redraft.
I'll give it...
Pick whoever we want.
I will give it a solid C+.
Ouchie kabibbles. Guess who's getting an F now? I'm just kidding. Do your thing.
I mean, I have a great women's... pretty decent women's division.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of the over the hill mid carders, so I'm gonna go.
Well, that's where you build new talent.
Yep.
You got all the fucking new talent.
Until April. You got to install in 10 months. That's a lot of.
I'm okay with
you
that.
got a lot
And
of.
I'm
fucking good
gonna
shows.
flounder for 10 months, so.
You'll be alright.
Yeah, fuck you.
Your show's,
Hey,
your show's more
Dig
popular.
your way out.
Your show's more popular.
So, do we name our champions now?
You can pick your champions here. I'll give you. We'll start with him.
Wait, really?
You have 5 titles.
Yeah, it's gonna take him a while to pick through that roster for a champion.
I already got the WWE champion.
Well,
Styles.
you're gonna have a hell of a time, actually.
So like, for the Universal, my God, this sucks.
If you give it to Brock Lesnar, you're fired. Putting it on somebody else. Giving it to a random person. Hey, hobo on the street. Steven likes talking to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'll give it to Finn Balor.
I'm okay with that.
That's good.
That's a good one.
Fair
Now, are we grading off of these?
Why not?
That's an A.
Why not?
That's an A pick.
That's an A pick.
I'm okay with that. I'd totally back that up. You got an Intercontinental champion. You can pick the tag teams however you so choose, except for the one SmackDown tag team, because they're automatically guaranteed tag team titles. You don't get to pick that one. Yeah, Becky Lynch and Nikki Cross are on your
That's
show.
fine.
That's
For-
fair.
I still get the men's though, right?
For the Intercontinental, I'll do Elias.
Fair.
I can work with
I give
that.
that.
Fair.
That's an A.
Yeah. So
Raw tag team is gonna go.
you can mix and match. You know?
Well, I'm gonna go.
Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley.
No,
Just be a hell of a tag team.
I'm gonna do
Don't bother.
Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt.
That's cool.
I'll keep that.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. That's
I'll get that.
I love that.
I'll get that.
I love that group because now you get the enforcers on the outside too,
Yeah,
except for Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman.
Raw Women's title. Oh,
Do I have to give the women's title to Becky Lynch?
Steven goes last
No.
for this. Give him time to
You don't
think.
have to. She's going to get it at some point, but not to start with.
I'll go ahead and give Ronda the women's title.
Really gave him Ronda?
Yeah,
I didn't know about that. I didn't.
Yeah, he got a solid women's
Oh, I
roster.
didn't know. I honestly
He
didn't
probably
know.
got the best women's roster out of all of this.
Yeah.
No, he has the
No.
4 horsewomen.
No, I don't.
Yes,
No,
you
because
do.
you have Bailey.
No, I don't.
He's got Charlotte.
Oh yeah, I do.
You have
Yeah, I
Bailey.
do.
He's got Charlotte.
No, you do. You have,
have
no, wait.
Charlotte? No.
You have Charlotte.
He's got Charlotte.
Charlotte.
You have Charlotte.
Yeah, you have.
She
Charlotte.
stayed on SmackDown. You got Charlotte and Becky, and you got Sasha
And
Banks.
then for the women's tag
So
team,
the,
And I got Amber Moon.
yeah.
Wait, hang on. Where'd Asuka go?
Probably a
Shit's with
SmackDown.
you.
for the women's
You
tag
got
team,
solid.
What's that?
for the women's tag team, I'll go.
Go to
So pissed.
I'll go. Ooh, wow.
Women's tag team?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Ruby Riott and Dakota Kai.
Ooh, that's a decent tag team.
Zach or Scott?
Yeah, I broke up the Rice one.
All right.
You got Sarah Logan.
I got both of them. I got the cop.
What are my titles?
They're at the top.
All right, for the tag team,
Which tag team? Men or women? I have two.
for the women's,
Okay. Pick your two.
I can't pick those two.
You're not allowed to.
I know.
That's the only rule. It is specifically to get rid of Kevin Dunn.
I
I want
want
to make him cry.
Billy Kay and Peyton Royce.
That's fine.
Kind of a lot
He
coming.
gets the economies.
For the women's, AJ Lee.
Dang it.
Oh, what's my letter grade for the tag women?
Hey,
Hey.
I mean, that makes sense. They're
For
a
the
good tag
singles,
team.
B.
B plus.
B plus, yeah.
I like it. It's solid.
Zach?
It'd be a
That'd
solid.
be.
Be a solid comeback.
all right. World Tag Team Champions.
He might have to mix and match because I didn't.
I probably love to too if I don't want.
He can
want
have
like
Omega
two.
and Okada be a tag team champions.
Good.
I mean, he could do the Rhodes brothers, Cody and Goldust. He's
Oh,
both of them.
God.
That's also one thing. I wanted to have Cody and Goldust have a match.
For the tag champions, I want Randy Orton and Brian Pillman.
Ooh,
2 second gens.
that's
Or
interesting.
actually 1 third and 1 second. Sorry.
That's interesting. I like
Sorry.
that. That's
Yeah,
an
I like that. That's an A.
A for me.
Hey.
For the TV title, why is this a WWE TV title when I'm running WCW?
Well, it's not WCW.
Oh, okay.
It's still WWE Nitro. But
For
it's
the
Nitro.
mid card belt, you can put it on Strowman.
A plus plus.
I give it.
I wanted him as a heavyweight.
I give it an A
He'll
minus.
definitely
Yeah,
get.
that's what I was gonna say.
He will
minus.
get the heavyweight title at some point.
A minus.
That's required.
So the heavyweight title.
You got a solid heavyweight division. I mean, really, it's everybody else.
See, I think there's more money in Punk chasing the belt, so I'm not going to make babyface Punk. But Punk will be challenging the champion that's going to be Drew McIntyre.
Ooh.
I like that.
I
That's
like
actually a good duo to go have a couple, have a few, couple matches. I give that an A.
You
All
got
right.
time to think. I want you got like 20 people to sort through your head.
Everybody else has been done.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Yeah, Zach already did his. Have fun. You have see that's the problem is you as commissioner you're gonna have a hell of a time trying to pick who your fucking champions are. You got a lot of good ones.
So the women's tag are Becky Lynch and Nikki Cross.
Yeah, that's
I have
mandatory.
a choice in honor.
You're welcome. I have to have that.
Yep.
Speed.
That'd be great.
The women's title.
Becky Lynch. Just kidding. They can fight for it. Becky Lynch and Nikki Cross. The rest of the women are just there as, show.
I would actually have Asuka as the champion, Ember Moon chasing her.
Interesting. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, A plus for the first thing, because of course.
It was
Way,
4.
way to follow. Way to follow.
I'll give him a B plus.
Actually, who's your cruiserweight? Because you never gave a champion.
Oh, wasn't
I
listed
just-
on there.
No, because I didn't. I didn't-
Ricochet. Ricochet's cruiserweight champion.
Fair enough.
I was like, I didn't write it in there because I didn't have the cruiserweight.
So my SmackDown Tag Champs.
Yep. You're pretty much gonna have to start with all new tag teams.
I can't wait to hear the heavyweight champion.
I
know where it's going. It's either going
We
one of
already
three
know
places.
who it's going to. He could have a fatal 4-way with all the people he has. Actually, he could have a 6-pack challenge and have a good fucking show.
I'm sure he could.
SmackDown is too stacked.
See? We're having to do another podcast waiting for his decision.
Actually, the tag belts.
He kept the New Day too. Just realized.
Yeah, and Usos.
Yeah.
The tag belts. I'd probably say Jericho and Omega.
Oh shit!
Ooh, Alpha and Omega.
Exactly, called Alpha and Omega.
A+.
Oh,
That's awesome.
It's like there's not enough pluses to put behind that A.
That is
Zach?
brilliant.
Yeah, I'm on Scott on
That's
that one.
good. Imagine. Wait, what was your tag team group?
My tag team was
Matt and Bray.
Bray.
What was yours?
Randy Orton and Brian Pillman Jr.
Versus
Alpha and Omega.
Alpha. That as a triple threat at Clash of Champions. That's a hell of a fucking match.
My mid-card title.
That's gonna be a long show. Just kidding. It won't have all 15 titles. There's no way.
Raw or WrestleMania's gonna be like 7 hours long.
It's already 7 hours long. Might as well make it worth it. Have 15
My
title matches.
mid-card title would go to Okada.
Okay.
The WWE title
You don't want
AJ
none?
Styles.
would go to Osiris.
Ooh.
Whoa!
He's on
It's
there.
on there.
Osiris is on there.
Of course he is.
Listen, Steven should get Osiris. They're friends.
And he got. Wait, hold on.
I read the names out. You don't have to.
I don't think he.
I'm sorry. There was just so much.
Who's chasing him, by the way?
Does it matter? We are.
Well, I know that.
He can chase. He
And
can
who would be chasing him?
Yeah.
Us.
AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Nope. Big E.
Ooh. It's a good show.
Yes, I have the New Day on there.
I don't doubt it. I didn't doubt it for a minute.
He's so funny. I gave him CM Punk. I figured that would shut him up, but apparently not.
The mid-card title was
Your mid card was
Okada.
Okada, and then you had Omega
and Styles would be chasing him.
oh,
Oh.
that's cool.
Okay.
The tag team that would be chasing Alpha and Omega
It could be anybody.
would be the Shield,
Hey!
and not Roman Reigns.
Oh, all right.
Yay, Dean Ambrose! That'd be the best
I
show.
told you I got fucked.
You're
Well, when my feud automatically is Ember and Asuka, yeah.
fine. Yeah.
And then my tag champs are Alpha and Omega,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's okay. Don't worry. There'll be a draft.
What did we do to you?
Don't ask questions, or you'll be
And
fired.
then for
And all
one night only,
we get one night only.
Shawn
It would
Michaels
be-
versus AJ Styles.
no,
Shawn Michaels.
it would be the team of AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels against Biggie Smalls, Osiris, and myself.
Yes. You're taking a super kick.
I don't give a shit.
You're taking a super kick. and
Into a Styles clash.
That's fine. You're taking that. Yeah.
And Congo Kong turns on me.
He'd still be happy.
Mhm.
Okay. Overall, we're pretty good.
A plus.
Did we give it right?
A
A
plus.
plus.
I mean, what, would you not give that an A?
Actually, my champion was your guys' thought.
I love Kong. So yeah, A plus.
Yeah. Hey. Absolutely. Zachariah, I believe my turn is over.
What's our time?
Well, it was a long time because I'm
40 minutes.
Okay.
Make it quick. Just kidding. Yours is. I don't think you don't have it all typed out. So I don't think
No,
yours is
it's
detailed.
just it's.
Mine. I literally went.
I think mine would be more realistic if I own WWE today.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna break it down into how I'm going to have the rosters and such, I would just simply say this. This is what I want done. I'm taking the entertainment out. There's no more entertainment. It's just strictly wrestling. There is no more of this bullshit. I'm coming in here only to get my acting so I can go and do movies. That's not what this company's built on. We're built on fucking fighting.
I get it. He's talking about like Cena and Batista.
No more of that bullshit. It is just going to be a straight wrestling company.
I enjoy Ring of Honor and New Japan, yes.
No.
Well,
I can get behind it.
But see, here's the thing. Like, I understand that you have to have some kind of entertainment value, but entertainment to me in a sporting world is two of the best, putting, like Steven said earlier a couple podcasts ago, letting Nakamura and AJ Styles go without a storyline. I'm tired of the same bullshit storylines. I want to see who the best man is. If you're gonna hold a title, it's gonna mean something. It's not just gonna be here, if you fill this spot. No, you're gonna have to earn that fucking title, and it's gonna actually mean something. Because I don't know about you.
Wait. Now, are you taking the full entertainment out of it?
90% of it out, yeah.
So is it going to be a legit shoot then?
Zach, if you've seen your roster, you need entertainment.
Well, no, I'm not saying.
Yeah, but he's not taking it from my group.
I'm not taking it from Colin. I'm just taking this is what I would like to see.
Okay. His roster's going to stay as is.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
also not going to add a third show.
Well, I don't know. I would not be surprised if I didn't have a third show.
I mean, the roster is big enough.
Yeah.
My whole thing is I want to get back to the rivalry wrestling, like Rock and Austin, Triple H and Shawn Michaels. I want to get back to where even if two villains have to hook up to put on a fucking good match.
Heels.
Yeah, heels.
But that's still entertaining.
It's not in.
He wants less of the gaga, more of the good.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I know.
If you own the company, could you get rid of the selfie bullshit promos? Those are annoying. Especially with the shit on the boards.
Well,
on the
Tyler
TV.
Breeze would be fucked then.
No, he doesn't do it like he walks out doing selfie stuff. I'm talking about people that are like, oh, I'm gonna beat John Cena today, and then it shows like little
Oh yeah, you go.
freaking words at the bottom, like they're captioning it. I'm like, I understand what he's fucking saying. Get those words off the damn screen.
Right.
Pisses
I
me
gotcha.
off. I'm getting rid of it.
But
No more selfie promos.
I want to see it go back to where it was actually. If you call somebody out, you better beat the fuck out of them, or you're gonna get buried if you don't beat that person. You know what I mean? Like,
You want this to be like a fucking brawl for all?
well, not
Oh God, no! Please no.
no, not so much of that. Like, I think this is where part of the acting that I would keep. I want the old like rivalries. You can do that
Like-
with the roster that you have.
Like Hogan versus Macho Man after they broke up after the.
Yeah, like
Super
I want
Powers.
something that's
Yeah.
real,
Mega
that's organic. It's not like, okay, this whole thing. And I'll go back to this one, Bailey and Sasha. That is not organic. That is so fucking forced on those two, and it's just like we know that that's not the case. You could even look. You wouldn't even have to look online on the dirt sheets.
So you kind of want to go with the whole Roman Cena act.
Yeah, I want that shit. I want the shoot aspect. You
What's
know,
a shoot work? Like
Work.
it's work.
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Like obviously we know they don't actually hate each other, but make it look like you hate.
Yeah. But you can't honestly tell me, like, if you're
Roman Cena don't.
Well, that's because Cena's good.
well, no, but if you're, let's say for my example, you can tell Bailey has a hard time saying anything bad about Sasha, and it's the same way back and forth.
Bailey has a hard time saying bad stuff about anybody.
But that's what
I'd like
I'm
to
saying.
point out, I think in the end it's going to be in Bailey that turns heel.
I'm hoping so. She needs to.
By the way, we noticed her ring gear is becoming darker and darker.
But see,
Nice little foreshadowing.
here's another thing for me, and you can still tell this. I'm sending Bailey back to NXT. I'm not going to keep her on the main card. I'm going to move either Shayna Baszler up, or I'm going to move Kairi Sane up.
Dakota Kai.
Not yet.
I mean,
She's-
you can't have two Baileys in the same aspect.
Okay, or you can send her up. That's fine. Send her up. Send Bailey back down.
What?
Why does nobody love Nikki Cross?
I love her.
She's awesome. Anyway,
Well, I don't dislike her. I'm saying what I would do is I would put Bailey back down, and actually have somebody to train Triple H himself. You're gonna make her a heel, and if you don't make her a heel, your ass is going back to fucking Connecticut, and you're gonna sit and do an office job. Period. If you can't turn you cannot tell me he's not one of the best heels that the company's had him when he was a heel.
Triple H?
Yeah, you can't deny that. So this is his one job. You turn Bailey into a goddamn monster of a heel,
incredible heel.
a credible heel, or your ass goes back to the fucking Connecticut and you're doing it riding desk jockey for.
Wait. Here's my thing though. For people who are heels, and I mean this with all due respect, they actually have to seem like or come off as a asshole.
That's why Scott's so good at it.
Not necessarily. Well, not to that. I am an asshole. But there are many different types of heels. There's the cocky, arrogant heel. There's the chicken shit heel. There's the mama's boy heel. There's the arrogant, self-righteous prick heel. You can do heel a different variety of ways. There's no
the chicken
set.
shit heel obviously is for comedy.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Perfect example is like you. If I was booking you and Osiris when you guys were working at BMF, I would have booked you as the big heel with Osiris being the bodyguard and him doing all the bitch work because of the size difference. So it'd be like what we had talked about a long time ago.
Yeah.
You would have these matches, but you have O come in and do all the heavy lifting, and you just sit back, laugh, and then come and get the pin. You would get nuclear heat because you're being this little whiny bitch that has some other person come and do all the hard work, and you're manipulating Oath at this time, and then at the very end, Osiris has enough, and he whoops your scrawny little ass.
Mm-hmm.
But the trade-off to get more heat on you is you would just find somebody equally or bigger than Osiris to replace him, because your character would be one for money. So you would just be buying, well, not exactly like $1 Billion Man, like it wouldn't be that.
It's the same aspect though.
Actually, I wouldn't make you, okay, I wouldn't make you that. I would just make you like, you would just basically buy another bodyguard to fight against O. And then eventually O would have a match with this guy to get his comeuppance against you.
Mm-hmm.
Probably in a cage match, because you would constantly keep running to get away from him. And then he finally catches you, beats the shit out of you, and everybody goes, I'm happy. So that's what I would have done.
So, like, and this isn't, I'm not just picking on Bailey because she, from what I've read and what I've understood, she's been a fan. But I want Triple H to turn her into the badass heel, you know, not the chicken shit heel. I would also send Carmella back to NXT. Just hear me out.
Alright, I'll listen to you.
I'm okay with that.
She is great on the mic. There is no,
Probably one of the best.
which is fine, but the chicken shit stuff stops. You're either gonna fucking do the heel and be a goddamn heel and be proud of it, or go find something else to do.
He tried to hit
But see, Zach, that doesn't always work. You can't have the same heel all the time because it gets boring.
You need a variety heel.
Yeah, that's why the chicken shit heel for Carmella works, and then you have the badass heel like Kevin Owens, works
Oh, there's also the conniving heel that with Randy Orton played to a fucking T.
with Legacy.
I like Alexa Bliss's chicken shit heel. That shit's funny.
Yeah,
The
She puts
little
on a good show.
preppy princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm too cute for you. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Alexa
She-
Bliss does it well.
If you want a really good heel, it needs
She
to be
could be
somebody.
Carmella could be conniving.
look at James Ellsworth.
She kind of had that with Ellsworth. I really would have liked to see what would have happened if she would have kept Ellsworth.
Right.
He might get hired with us. He can form a super team with Steven.
But I think that could have worked out, I think, a little bit differently. I don't know. It's something we'll probably never find out about unless either of them do a shoot interview and say, hey, this was the plan.
Right.
Your team name is Short Stack.
But how are we doing on time over there?
It's over 50, but I'll finish up.
Yeah.
I would probably keep WrestleMania about the same length.
7 hours?
Well, I don't know. What was it, like 4.5, 5?
It was 5 for the main show, 2 for the pre-show.
It was 7 in total.
Yeah, so I would keep it about the same. I would make.
There's a lot of matches you can put on.
Yeah,
And with mine, it's going to be 9 hours because there's a lot of matches.
But I would like to see more, I guess. I would say make a third show.
Mm-hmm.
Space out, like Colin said, make it, Monday Night's Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and then make NXT Wednesday night. Like, make it...
A main show?
Yeah, make it a main show. Like, don't, no more broadcasting on
the
network. Make it a live show. Give those people a chance to get some spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
That way, hey, you're also developing these people, but you're also giving them the opportunity to showcase to more than just the people in Florida or the South. Because let's face it, if we wanted to go, we would have to take a 17-hour car ride down to Orlando, sit there and
2-hour plane.
Or 2-hour plane, whatever. To go and see that, and they don't make that many, other events for NXT.
And they're always big 4. They're always big 4, and we don't get any.
Well, they do tapings.
Yeah, I mean, but I want actual live shows so they can get used to working a huge live show.
In more environments, because not every place is the same. Indiana people are different than London people, and different than Florida. And
Right.
different than
London
California.
appreciate good wrestling because they've had Nigel McGuinness their entire career. Shut up, Colin.
I will smack you in your arms.
So I mean, like, here's my thing. They need to start bringing
Announcers.
the bigger pay-per-views to the Midwest. Because let's face it, we'd have to go to Chicago, we'd have to go to Cincinnati, we'd have to go down south, Philadelphia. Let us have one of those big shows, because we'd have to travel clear across the country. And there are a lot of wrestling fans in this state, Kentucky, Michigan, all over the Midwest that don't get to see the big shows. Like, we've only had one WrestleMania in Indiana. What's the point?
So, I forgot to say who the announcers were. I got into so much detail. I have announcers. So Raw's gonna get JR and King.
Sweet, I'll
So
take
you
that.
get awesome announcers. Nitro gets Tom Phillips, right? And
Corey Graves.
Corey Graves. That's a good twosome. Corey Graves is amazing as an announcer.
I want to swap out Tom Phillips
What's wrong with Tom Phillips?
because I want Nigel McGuinness.
He's not a play-by-play announcer.
Yes, he
Yes,
is!
Or no,
Yes,
wait.
he is.
Tom Phillips is not a play-by-play person.
Yes, he is.
Shut up! No, he's not.
He's on SmackDown.
Exactly.
You want
Exactly.
you want that Mario Ronaldo or something. The guy
I
from
don't
NXT.
think he likes Mario Ronaldo.
I want Nigel and Corey Graves.
No.
Why?
Nigel can stay on NXT.
Fuck off!
Fine, then he can be part of the cruiserweight.
Hold on, I get Nigel McGuinness to wrestle?
No, not as a. He can't wrestle. He's
It's my goddamn company!
yeah, but he will kill people with his disease. No, he's gonna be an announcer.
Hang on.
Hold on, who does he get?
He gets Michael Cole and
Saxton.
not Saxton. Saxton.
No, he should suffer. He gets Saxton.
No, Saxton isn't gonna have a job.
Not Booker
He
T.
sucks. No, not Booker T. You're gonna get Coach.
Okay, fair enough.
So I guess the fucking competent announcing.
Can I? Wait, hang on. Can I? Hey, I gotta sit closer to you because if not, I'm gonna get hit.
FYI.
So, can I get Nigel McGuinness so that way he's forced to
No.
call the Ambrose Lariat out instead of the Jawbreaker Lariat?
It's the lunatic lariat for one thing. That's how you say it properly, Nave. Secondly, no, he's going to be a part of. He's going to do NXT and he's going to do the cruiserweight group. So you get
I have the cruiserweight, so I should have Nigel McGuinness.
for the cruiserweight announcer. Yes.
I want to switch him with.
No.
Yes.
Tom Phillips is good, and Michael Cole he's not great, but he's a good announcer, so he's going to be on the show. Nigel McGuinness will stay on NXT and cruiserweights, and he gets JR and King because you had kind of a weak roster, so you get a great announce team.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
You're welcome.
My last thing before I'm done.
Oh gosh, my goodness. I'm a fire.
I want to have
Just kidding, I
the
love
women have more reign in the main card.
I agree. I think they're doing better with the women's division, but they could still do
A whole lot better.
a whole lot better.
Oh, I know. I mean, but I don't want to. This is what's going to wind up happening, and you can most of us already see this. Is you're going to keep Ronda and Charlotte away for all this time. Ronda's not going to. I don't think there's going to be a no contest with her and Nia.
It's gotta be. You can't have.
It's got to be. But then when you get to SummerSlam, Ronda's finally going to win, and Charlotte's not going to see a title until she gets to probably past Survivor Series.
I'd bank money that Charlotte wins the women's.
Money in the Bank.
No, not Money in the Bank. I'm saying she wins the women's Royal Rumble and faces
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey.
That's what's going to wind up happening. I want to see something, because let's face it, right now Ronda is getting the Brock Lesnar treatment
She showed up more.
only on live shows. She's only wrestled on the live shows in Europe. She hasn't been to any of the live shows in the United States yet.
She also hasn't been on an actual. She hasn't wrestled on a Raw.
That's what, yeah, live show.
They're going to save it. But I think this is probably a good point to call it a wrap here.
Yep, because I've got a headache.
All right, well,
Well, yeah.
guys, for everybody here at the Four Corners Podcast, we're going to wrap this one up for you. I'm Scott,
I'm Steven.
I'm calling.
I'm Zach.
and we will see you guys next week.
Scotty's so pissy.